Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. It is 3:26 p.m. on July 7th, 2023 in downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It is 23 degrees outside and a sunny afternoon in the city. In this video, I walked for 1.5 kilometers starting at Helmicon Park, then strolled northeast on Cambie, northwest on Nelson, northeast on Granville, and northwest on Robson, ending my trek by the Translink bus stop at Burrard and Robson. If you would like to support the channel, click the heart icon to send me super thanks. To receive updates, follow me on Instagram at jforestwood. And if you enjoy this video, please smash that like button, share it, and subscribe. Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here, walking along Cambie Street in the downtown area of Vancouver. So this would be downtown Vancouver. This would be the intersection of Cambie and Nelson here. And we'll take a stroll up Granville Street, and we'll take the shady side up there. So this would be Nelson Street here, and on this side is one of the edges of the Yaletown retail area, but on the other side on mainland here there's a lot of more office spaces as well as residential spaces that are still in Yaletown. Excuse me. We'll keep walking here. So this would be the intersection of Nelson and Mainland. It's our turn, so we'll cross. This little corridor along Nelson Street is often used by people on Friday nights when they want to go between the Granville Street bar scene and the Yaletown Street bar scene. And this would be the intersection of Hamilton Street and Nelson Street. And there is a pedestrian walkway that'll take you all the way over to Smythe Street in that direction. So if you just keep going down the sidewalk, you can get on over there. Just gonna wait for the light to change. It's almost our turn. And it's our turn to go. We'll keep walking here. And we're approaching Homer Street on Nelson. You can see there's also a bike lane along this street.
Because it's a two-day thing.
And even if some people have the opinion that a particular bike lane isn't in a good location, what I say to that is at least they have a bike lane. Toronto doesn't necessarily have as many bike lanes as it would need, and Vancouver's doing a much better job, I would say. This is the intersection of Homer and Nelson Street. And we'll continue walking. You can see on the street signs up here like Homer. You know you're in Yaletown because they'll have a little logo that says I love Yaletown right next to the street name. We'll keep walking here. You can see one of the Shago mobile bike stands. I don't know if they'll continue to be blue because Rogers has taken over that. So who knows, maybe they'll come down here and change that over to Rogers logos in the future. That would be definitely interesting. It's our turn, so we'll go. This guy should have waited. Doesn't even have a license plate on the front. Ah. We'll keep walking here along Nelson Street. Over here is the Gold Train Express and Noodle House. It's got a nice little patio out here. And it'll be open late-ish today. And then the Nero Belgian waffle bar is right next to it. If waffles are your thing. This would be the intersection of Nelson and Seymour Street. And that would be Seymour Street right there. Then you continued on that, you go over to the Vancouver Harbor. And it looks like the weekend, or the start of the weekend office crowd rush has started to happen. The streets are starting to fill up with cars. It does get a little rough in the downtown for a few hours, so if you are a car driver, just be advised of that. Doesn't really loosen up until around 7, sometimes 8. And then only for a few moments as more people come into the downtown to go to the bars and clubs. We're passing one of the main parking lots to park on over here in Nelson and Seymour. We'll keep walking here. Just passing the Belmont Hotel, and the pink part down here is the living room. It's a bar. You can go in there right now. It's got good food and good drinks in it. Yeah, it looks like we can cross. So we'll film the other side of the street today. I've been filming that side quite a bit. So this would be the intersection of Nelson and Granville, and that'd be looking Nelson down Nelson towards Yaletown. And it's our turn, so we'll cross. There goes the number 16 Arbutus bus. There's a lot of restaurants right here and cafes. A lot of stuff. You can go to the bar, leave the bar, grab some food, come back in. And an L Furniture Warehouse that we're passing right now. It's really interesting that sometimes, you know, I'll come across something and my friends from Toronto would swear that that's a Toronto chain. It's only Toronto. And then you come over here and you're like, no, we got one of those. And they say, well, fair enough. L Furniture Warehouses you can see over in Toronto too. There's several of them. One of my favorite bars and restaurants is Sneaky D's, of course. It's a really nice place. Over here they got a few Sneaky D-like places, like the Dime over on Commercial Drive. But I wouldn't say that's anywhere near as punk as Sneaky D's. Just passing the Cavo Bar and Kitchen. Oh, well, that's boring. I'm gonna cross the street because there's some scaffolding there. It's a little better, a little more entertaining than scaffolding. At least you get to see the Ophirium, the theater sign. There it is right there. It's been around for a really, really long time. I've seen pictures all the way back in the 60s with that sign in it. So we'll cross Smythe Street here and we'll continue walking along Granville. This is way more interesting than the other side of the street. The Orpheum Theater is open, it's just its entrance is the side of Smythe Street. So that's why you'll see it with a logo with a VSO. I'll keep walking here. Passing one of the local comic book shops. That would be a classic comic book shop, so definitely a place to stop if you're a nerd of that kind of stuff. I like looking at the pictures, but I'm not one that's at the urge to buy, so I stay out of there. You get comic books from the library now. I'll keep walking here along Granville Street. And you can see the Lennox pub in front of us right over here. That'd be one of the local European style pubs. I believe it's an Irish pub or a Scottish pub. There you go. It's your old school pub. And this would be the intersection of Granville and Robson Street. You can see this street is just notorious. We'll walk down Robson Street here. It looks like this is pretty cool. Got all the people coming off of Robson Square. Just crowds. So this would be a mix of local traffic from the after work crowd to the locals, but a lot of tourists too. And there's a lot of tourism here in Vancouver right now, especially with a lot of people from Germany and Portugal and Scotland seem to be over here right now, and a few Australians too. But the Australians tend to come more in the winter time when it's a little cooler, just to escape their heat. But it's a give and a take. Everyone likes something a little different, of course. This would be Harrow Street here. You can see a little bit of Canada Place and the mountains in the background. Keep walking here. And this is Robson Square. You can see there's like food carts in here. There's booths. Sometimes there's political activism. Usually there's a busker. Not always. Sometimes you can see an illegal cannabis pop up. This is funny over here. This guy's obviously doing some card tricks. Cool. Looks like you got some booths over here. Yeah? Oh, we do got a busker. Very cool. Hope he makes lots of money today. This would be the intersection of Robson and Hornby. And it's our turn, so we'll cross.
We have lots of time.
Here's the local Lululemon. Right here. Lululemon, of course, is a international brand. That was the yoga brand that was developed here in Vancouver. It's got its office nice and quietly tucked away in Kitsilano on Cornwall Ave. Always gives me a kick when I hear and see that. I'm just going to go over the bus stop of Burrard here. This will be the intersection of Robson and Burrard. Alright, you got to see Robson Square there. And see just all of the people that are here. Oh my goodness gracious. So many of them. That's what they do on Fridays before they go out for their Friday night. Come down here and shop. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a local or a tourist. Oh yeah, you can catch the number 2 bus. So. Well, anyways, folks, thanks for coming along, and just remember to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later, okay? Have a good day.